Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to the fish room. Today's video is kind of random. I was actually cleaning the algae off of this tank, and I figured I would do a video on how I clean algae off of my tanks because I do it super lazy way, and I think more people should do it this way. I've showed this in the past, but it was kind of in the middle of another video, so I'm going to do a whole video about it, but that is just about magnetized algae scraper. So if you don't know, you can get a algae scraper that magnetizes, and it's a two-piece scraper. So there's a piece on the inside of the tank, and then there's a piece on the outside. I'll show it here. So this piece is on the inside, and this piece sits on the outside. Now, when you're using this, just be careful. Don't use it on acrylic. Make sure you have a glass aquarium. Most aquariums, like a 10-gallon, a 20-gallon, a 30-gallon, a 40-gallon, are going to be glass aquariums. So it's usually good. You'll be able to tell if you just tap on it. Acrylic feels like plastic almost, and glass is very solid and hard. But yeah, just be careful because it will scratch up acrylic fish tanks. So yeah, usually I will just put it in the water, and I just start going up and down the fish tank like this. And honestly, it only takes about 10 seconds to clean off your fish tank. And when you have a lot bigger tanks, like a 75-gallon, it is much faster. Instead of using one of the brushes, I actually have a whole bunch of brushes because I used to use them, so I'll get the brushes out and show you the difference. Now, I used to sit here and scrub each tank with one of these brushes here. It's just a brush, and they have a little sponge on the end, and you kind of just scrape it on the inside. So, for example, this is how you would do it. You kind of just hold it in your hand, and you're going to just rub it on the glass. Now, I find this way to be quite boring, and it takes a lot longer. And a lot of times you get water everywhere when you do this. When you pull it out, water goes everywhere. And it's just a whole mess, because then you have a dirty sponge at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, this is about being lazy and making this super easy. So I'm gonna go in 0.5 mode and just show you guys how easy this is. Just the swipe of my hand, it's pretty effortless. You just go up and down. And that's pretty much done on that side. So the best part about this is if you're cleaning the front panel and then you want to switch to the side panel, all you have to do is simply just pull it over to the side panel and it'll magnetize right over. So now we're on this panel here. This panel here is quite dirty, so you can see the algae right here if I zoom in on it. You know, you just go over it once or twice and the algae disappears, just like that. Honestly, this is one of my favorite items I think I've ever gotten. This one is the Aqueon version. It's just so useful to have this item when you have a lot of fish tanks. Now, if you have a 10-gallon or a 5-gallon, like the tanks I have over here, it's not very useful. I would much rather get in here with my finger, and I usually just wipe away at the algae with my finger. I normally would just stick my finger in and kind of wipe away at the algae like that. But on a much larger tank, it is so necessary to have this item. You can find these on Amazon, or you can find them at Chewy. I think I got this one on Chewy for like $10–15. It's just really amazing, and it saves so much time when you're cleaning. If you guys did not know about this, you need to order this right now. Put it on your cart. Magnetized algae scraper. Now for the end here, I'll show you guys how you take it out of the fish tank. This is kind of my favorite part, is the end here. I normally will have two hands and I will just grab the inside and this part falls. But if you have another hand, you will just grab this part here. So I'll just do an example where this part's gonna fall because I don't have another hand. But normally you would take the inside out and you would catch that part. So when you take the inside out, it's just gonna fall there to the ground. And then you have this is the scraper part, and I've never once cleaned this scraper, and I've had it for probably 10 years and it's perfectly fine. So with this method, it kind of just scrapes it off into the water and not onto the scraper. So anyways, make sure you be very careful when the magnets get near each other. They will snap together very hard, so just don't put your fingers near there when you're magnetizing them. Like I said, this one's from Aqueon, and these are just super amazing. I use this to clean all 3 of my fish tanks. And that's pretty much it for this video, just all about magnetized algae scrapers. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you guys are interested in more fish tank videos. Peace!